A very warmest welcome to everyone in my new video. Today we are going to talking about the history of Nestle. In 1860, Swiss pharmacist Henry Nestle experiment with milk and powder and eventually produces a breast milk substitute that he calls Farine Lacti Henry Nestle. Product was intended for use only for women who could not successfully breastfeed, but soon is being marketed to mother all over Europe. Now in 1874, Jules Monerat purchases the company from Nestle. Now in 1875, Veve Switzerland resident Daniel Peter creates milk chocolate and found a company which became the world leading producer of chocolate and later merged with Nestle. In 1904, Nestle adds chocolate to its range of products. In 1905, Anglo-Swiss Condensed Milk Company and the Nestle Company previously fires competitors and merged. New company soon has factories in US, Britain, Spain and Germany. Now in 1907, company begin full-scale manufacturing in Australia. Warehouses built in Singapore, Hong Kong and Mumbai to support Asian market. In 1914 to 1918, First World War disrupt product distribution but create tremendous demand for dairy product and condensed milk. To meet demand, Nestle buy factory in United States. By Armicide's day, company has 40 factory and has doubled production since 1914. Okay. 1921. Nestle recorded first losses as post-war consumer switched back to consuming fresh milk and world economy slowdown. In 1922 to 1938, new products such as malted milk and powdered beverage are introduced. In 1930, Brazilian Coffee Institute asked Nestle to way to use up the country coffee surplus, result in invention of Nescafe, the world first spread instant coffee. Nescafe soon becomes the company main product. In 1959, sales of instant coffee have tripled since 1950. Nestle's total sales have doubled twice since the end of World War II. In 1963, Nestle buys Findus Frozen Foods. In 1971, Nestle acquires Libby's fruit juices. In 1974, sales of instant coffee have quadrupled since 1960. Nestle expands outside of food industry and becomes major shareholder of L'Oreal Cosmetics. The company unsuccessfully sues the Burn Third World Action Group over their pamphlet Nestle Babies, and the judgment decrees Nestle must changes its marketing practices. In 1939 to 1944, onset of Second World War decimate Nestle earning as profit dropped from $20 million in 1938 to $6 million in 1939. Switzerland become isolated by the war. Company moves many executive offices to US. Nestle activities in impoverished countries expand as factories are built in Latin America to avoid distribution problem. Nescafe becomes a staple beverage for US soldiers, boosting profit incredibly. Sales soar from $100 million in 1938 to $225 million in 1944. Awareness grow of malpractice in impoverished countries as Dr. Cicely Williams make her famous Milk and Murder, a speech in Singapore in which she states aggressive advertising of formula in tantamount to murder. In 1947, company begins a strategy of product diversification and acquisition that proves highly profitable. Nestle merged with Alimentana SA. In 1950, Nestle acquires Cross and Blackwell canned food producers. Now, in 1975 to 1979, oil crisis causes financial strain worldwide. Oil prices rise, exchange rates fluctuate, the price of coffee beans quadruples, and the price of cocoa triples. Nestle partially offsets its losses by gaining ground in the global south. When they become highly active and become prolific at immortally marketing breast milk substitutes, Nestle boycott is launched by the US group, in fact, separate from Canada. In 1979, Nestle acquires Stouffer's Frozen Foods. In testimony at the US Senate hearing, Nestle and 3 US companies admitted that they do not intend abide by WHO interpretation of the recommendation of a 1979 World Health Organization UNICEF meeting in which government, health organizations and campaigning group had called for a marketing code to be applied to infant formula. In 1981, International Code of Marketing of Breast Milk Substitute is adopted by the World Health Assembly after the deadly result of company like Nestle marketing practices in the impoverished world are brought to light. Nestle growth continues. In 1984, campaigning group suspend the boycott on the condition that Nestle will abide by the international code. Now, in 1985, in the largest takeover in the food industry to date, Nestle acquires Carnation. In 1988, independent monitoring reveals that Nestle is still in gross violation of the international code. The boycott is relaunched. In 1990s, trade barriers crumble in the wake up of the Cold War. Liberalization of foreign investment allow Nestle to tighten its grip on market in the unindustrialized world. In 1993, Nestle sues other baby food companies in the US for aggressive to a ban on advertising infant formula. In 1997, Nestle acquires San Pellegrino. In 202, Ralston Purina bought out Breyer's Ice Cream and Chef America acquired. In 1999, Findus Food is divested. In 1998, Nestle acquires Espelier's Pets Food. Now we are going to talking about the Nestle India Limited. Okay, group background. Nestle Switzerland is amongst the world's largest food and beverage company. The company is progressively evolving from a respected, trustworthy food and beverage company to a respected, trustworthy food, beverage, nutrition, health and wellness company. This objective is encapsulated in good food, good life. These principal activities of the group encompasses beverage, milk product, nutrition and ice cream, prepared dishes and cooking aids, chocolate, confectionery and biscuits, water and pet care. It has 511 factories in 86 countries around the world. Background: Nestle India with an employees strength of over 3,000 and turnover of US $1 million 497 in 2003. Nestle India is one of the leading company in the FMCG space in India. The company is acknowledged amongst India's most respected companies and amongst the top wealth creator of India. Now this graph will show the sales United States $1 million. Now in 1999 it is $356 million. In 2003 it is $497 million. So now we are going to talking about the various things. During the first half in 2004, the company registered a total income of $257.8 million and the net profit of $23.73 million. Nestle India is a 61.85% subsidiary of Nestle Switzerland and was incorporated as a limited company in 1959. It produces a wide range of products including beverage, prepared dishes, cooking aids, milk product, nutrition, chocolate and confectionery. Now, Nestle major play in processed food. Nestle India has over the year built a strong brand like Maggi, Nescafe, Cerelac, Lactose, Kit Kat, and Polo. Nestle is major player in many segments of the FMCG sector, such as noodles and sauce, instant coffee, and wearing foods. Now, we are going to talking about the thrust on supply chain. During the past few years, Nestle India has continuously focused on improving the supply chain to reduce wastage, improve efficiency, and provide consumer with fresh stock all the times. Factors for success: the culture of innovation and renovation, continuous improvement, and the thrust on value for money and affordability have helped the company to focus on adding value for the consumer. The company has continuously focused on operational efficiency, improving product availability and visibility, and initiated effort to make its products more relevant to the consumers. This has been supported by the distribution of a small stock keeping unit SKU. There has been continuous focus on the 7 value drivers, namely sale growth, profit margin, work capital intensity, fixed capital intensity, income tax rate, cost of capital, value growth duration. Now, promotion strategy for marketing expansion. The following are some of the strategy used by Nestle for marketing expansion. Availability of Nescafe enhanced through an expansion of the vending machine network. New consumption opportunity for chocolates and confectionery were identified and developed in the area like railway platform, college canteen and major event. Nestle set up Cafe Nescafe and coffee corner across metros and mini metros. Future plans. Nestle India objective is to manufacture and market the company product in such a way so as to create value that can be sustained over the long term for consumers, shareholders, employee and business partner. Nestle aims to create value for consumer that can be sustained over the long term by offering a wide variety of high quality safe food product at affordable price. The company continuously focus its effort to better understand the changing lifestyle of modern India and anticipate consumers' need in order to provide convenience, taste, nutrition and wellness through its product offering. Thank you very much to watching this video for the Nestle, its history and Nestle India.